It's Carri. Slightly different angle. You know, I like to keep it fresh. Ignore some of this stuff. It is July 1st. I honestly cannot believe it's July 1st. And my computer is having a heart attack right now. Today has been a day that is like a little bit weird, I guess you could say. I am working on getting everything finished up for my monkey because Milo the monkey will release tomorrow on my Etsy, the pattern and everything. And then pretty much most of the other things I've been doing is I've just been working on like restocking and making possums because I'm pretty certain I'm low on possums, tigers, and I do believe I have finally recouped my loaf cats and remade them all. But like the black and white ones, brown and white, orange and white, gray and white. I think I got black, some tan and white, some random ones. So I finally got that done. I think I've made like 15 or something in the last couple days. And then I'm just gonna start looking at my list and figuring out what else I want to make for not only the market. So the market is in 13 days, but also the store. I was actually supposed to go to the store, one of them today, and move my setup up, but yesterday I was riding my horse, having a good time, and pretty early in the ride I noticed that something just felt off, and he was lame. So like the equivalent of like lame in human terms would be like if you were limping and your gait wasn't right or your stride wasn't right, and so basically he was lame. And I texted my vet and everything, even though it was Sunday, and she said that basically she could come out today. It's 12:40. I haven't heard from her yet, but I think she's gonna try and swing by at like, usually when she does the afternoon appointments, it's like 3 or something. So I have a feeling she'll probably try and swing by and then look him over. We'll probably flex him. Maybe I'll get on and ride him. See if we can pinpoint where this lameness is coming from. It's funny because I think like 2 months ago, I had felt a little bit of something, but he was having some other problems going on, and it was like kind of hard to pinpoint like what's actually the issue. Like the thing with horses is because they can't communicate and everything, you kind of have to like do things in sections and just see if it will resolve once you fix one thing with time and all that type stuff. So like you can get them going for a little bit and then everything's good, and then maybe a problem that you didn't know they had pops up because maybe it really wasn't a problem before because of compensation, but like once you fix one thing, then usually whatever was compensating for that initial problem ends up having problems. It makes me so happy to have horses. Basically the plan is she's gonna come out, we're gonna look at him. I'm hoping it's just something minor, but it never seems to be for me. Never. Hopefully it is though. I would love it if it was just like, oh, we need to change like one thing, but he's not really a horse that goes lame in this particular way unless there's like a legit reason, so that worries me a little bit. Essentially just waiting for her to contact me back and everything. So really, until I kind of have an answer as to what's wrong and what I have to do, then I don't know how much I'll be riding. So I will have a little bit more time, I guess you could say, to like be working and doing things. That's not necessarily a bad thing because I always need more time, but then at the same time, it's kind of like riding, even if it's not for like that long because it's so hot and he has problems, so I really can't ride like too crazy, but it's like a good way to like get out of here and get outside and not be like working and just like do something to kind of get my brain in like a happy mood. Granted, now if the ride's horrible then it does the exact opposite, but you know, it does help a little bit with my mental stuff, so it's a little bit, I'm like, ooh, but I should have so much stuff to keep me like preoccupied that hopefully I'll be good. That's the hope. I am kind of working through editing right now, finishing things up for the pattern with it releasing tomorrow. I have the Etsy listing filled out already. I made the social media posts like in terms of the graphic. I am working through editing video that will be posted tomorrow. I had to change some things around. I usually try and post like Monday, Tuesday, and Saturday, Sunday, so 2 videos a week, but I'm actually thinking I'm gonna have 3 videos this week. I have a video coming out today about yarn. I have the monkey pattern video coming out tomorrow, and then I am working on finishing up a vlog that has footage from 2 weeks ago, and I'll probably have that out this weekend. And actually might have another video coming out, which will be the 2 sponsored videos that I have that I need to basically finish editing one and then record and edit the other one. So I have a lot of editing to do. That always takes up so much time, and sadly, I think I've mentioned this before, if it's not like a dry cut and easy video, then I'll handle all of the editing myself just to make certain that it's up to par, or if I have to do like voiceovers or like subtitles or anything like that, it's a lot easier for me to handle the editing, and then I usually add it as I go through, and I don't typically re-listen to anything after I edit it, but it's a whole process. I did just spend like an hour recording and doing some editing, so I think for the rest of the time, because I essentially have like an hour, maybe like a little bit longer until I go out to do the barn, so I think for the rest of the time I'm gonna keep working on the possums. I think I just made 4 and I want to have 10, so I'll probably finish a couple more possums and then I don't have to worry about them. That's the hope, right? That's always the hope. Well, hello everyone. It is now the afternoon of the 1st, and I don't know if you can tell, but I'm so stinking tired. I did not sleep well last night. You know, the thing is, when you only get so much sleep every single day and you have to be moving around so much, oh my goodness. Nobody tells you, like, if you can't sleep well, how much it makes you so tired. And I gotta say, every time I do a lot of editing, I just feel like a couple minutes in, I need to go to bed. I could really go to bed. In terms of like what I made, I just mainly focused on making possums. I think I made like 5, 6, undecided. And then I also decided to make some penguins, so I have that one done. I almost got this one done, but then I decided to stop and finish editing the Milo video because I want to put that out tomorrow, because I already have the PDF pattern and everything good to go. I just need to do that, and then I'll try and record some shorts tomorrow for it. Yes, tomorrow. But 2 things I was coming on here to say. So my store has been so flippin' slow. Like, I haven't sold anything in the last like week and a half. 2 weeks, right? I went through a period of time where I was selling something like every single day, just like one item, but still, it's like one item. And oh my gosh, and then it just was like deserted. And I was having such a bad day today. And then I like went on my thing because it's July 1st, so I also got charged like, you know, rent and everything. It's $67 or whatever. So I got charged like rent, and so I was just going on the thing like pretty much every day. I just kind of like refresh it for like giggles. Somebody bought 3 things. I was so surprised because it has hardly been selling anything. And basically those 3 things almost covered my rent for the month of July. I think they got a tiger, rooster, and penguin. My mind just went way woo. Wee woo woo woo. But they bought those 3. So basically I almost paid for my rent for July, which is great. It would be so nice if I could have that like paid off by like the first couple days of July. Would be so nice, because then, you know, basically everything else is just gonna be good money. I was actually supposed to go today to change my spot, and I was gonna move up in the store, which I honestly truly believe that like probably me moving up to the front is gonna help out a ton. Where I'm sat right now in the store, it's a little bit set back, and you would have to walk like to the back to really see it, versus even if I'm kind of like in the little bit back of the second row, you kind of have to walk down the first, and then a lot of people turn around and then walk down the second back to the front of the store. So I'm gonna have a lot more eyes on me, which is gonna be good. And I really truly believe that it's gonna help out everything. It's just gonna be a pain to move my whole setup from one spot up to the front, because I have to like unscrew things. Luckily my dad's in town, so he put the shelves up, so he's gonna come with me and take the shelves out, and then we're gonna move everything up to the front, and he's gonna re-put the shelves up, and then I will also help out. So that seems seems like what tomorrow is gonna be, but I just want to give a shop update because like I haven't really said anything about it. I really have some messages that I truly probably need to reply to for some orders and custom work, but I just haven't been feeling up to it, but I need to because I need the money now. So I think before I went outside, I said something about the vet coming. Well, the vet did come. It was pretty soon afterwards, actually. I think after I recorded, it was like 20 minutes, 10 minutes afterwards. Yeah, not the best news. If life could be easy, it wouldn't. Like, it just doesn't. It's not easy for me. It's never gonna give me a break. I laugh because I've had my current horse for, I think, 4 years. This could be 5. This is either 4 or 5 years. I feel like I've spent more time putting money into trying to fix him and help him out than I have actually ridden him. Got a lot of downtime, and I also want to state this, like, a lot of people would simply ignore the issues that he's having and just continue to ride him until he's like really, really broken beyond fix, and when he like just starts hating life. My approach has always been to try and fix the problem as soon as possible because I'm like, okay guys, these horses don't have to let you ride them. Like, if they don't want you to ride them, they can dump you. So I truly believe, like, if I'm going to get on an animal and I'm going to expect it to go out, work, and also behave correctly and not poorly, that I need to make certain that I am taking care of them, they're comfortable in everything that I'm asking them. Like, I just don't go the cheap route. So there's a lot of people who probably would ignore some of the things that I address, but at the same time, sometimes I can address those things early enough where it might not be an issue. This one in particular is really throwing me off. It's even throwing my vet off. And it would be opposite from foot. And if he comes back in here, I will 100% be testing the tumor for cancer this time. The last time I did my first ear surgery, they told me to not test for cancer, even though it was a little bit toxic, I was going to do it because they said the likelihood of having another cancer or being cancer is pretty slim. But if it does end up being that, then I am 100% testing for cancer this time because I've heard horses getting is not common too. That's really not common. Like, I don't know if that's what anybody's too. Like, oh my gosh, guys, I look like I should be in a cave right now. It is July 3rd. I meant to record yesterday and that did not happen. But it is 9:46 at night. The fireworks are going off and it's kind of driving me crazy. Luckily, my horse Freya does not really care about fireworks. Like, she's chill with it, but a lot of horses aren't. So today I wasn't really able to crochet that much. I am actually working through a custom order right now. So I think I have like 15 more rounds of the body and then I'll start doing the front feet, but this is a dachshund, I think is how you say it, dachshund, I don't know, or a order for a baby. So I'm working through the body and then I think, like I said, I think I have like 20 probably rounds, and then I'll do the feet, and then I still have to do the head. I'll get the head sewn, all that good stuff. But this is in order, and honestly I probably priced like way too low. I quoted 65. It probably should have been more than 65, but it is technically for somebody I know. So, and honestly right now I just need money. It's like, you know, girl, I can't really be like too picky when I'm need money. I do have another person who wants to get customs done, actually 3 items. They are all smaller to medium-sized items, so it should just be like I can dedicate kind of maybe a day or a day and a half of work to get them done. That's kind of where I'm at right now in customs. It's the 3rd, so I have 11 more days until my market. I have a lot of stuff made. Don't know if I'll be able to restock everything. I'm definitely trying, but just thinking about timing and everything. And the reason why I was not able to crochet much today is because I spent a vast majority of today actually driving up to the university and dealing with my horse. I don't think I mentioned this because I did not record yesterday. The vet ended up coming out. We did all these radiographs, all this type of stuff, and essentially what they told me is that he would probably end up having to go to the university for further diagnostics. And yesterday I did get a call back, and the surgeons and radiologists and everyone at the university had not seen anything quite like what they were seeing on his x-rays, so they didn't know what to say. So they wanted him to go up and they were going to decide whether or not they wanted a CT scan or an MRI done. And today I left, I don't know, it was like 11:30 something to go up there, and it's about almost 2 hours. And so we headed up there, and then by the time I got there, we got him all situated. They ended up doing the workup, the initial one, and since I was there, I was like, okay, well, I'll just stay and watch. And yeah, he definitely has issues, and they confirmed after seeing those issues that they wanted to do an MRI and not a CT scan, because an MRI can show bone as well as ligaments and soft tissues. And since they really don't know what's going on, they decided to do the MRI, which is a lot more expensive. So I dropped him off. He's staying up at the university until Saturday. So it is Wednesday right now. So he will come back probably in the middle of the day, and depending upon what they find, I have my farrier coming out that afternoon, so we will try and do something for him to make him comfortable. But this is definitely, it's honestly a little bit humorous. Like, well, this time 2 years ago, this July 4th time, was when I took him up for his other surgery. And it's the exact same surgeon who did his previous surgery. So when she came out, I was like, you know, this must be something about this weekend that's just gonna, wow. Depending upon what they find, depends upon what we'll do. There's so many possibilities as to what could possibly be wrong. It could be something like soft tissue damage, where it could be like a collateral ligament. It could be a fracture. It could be so many things. So we really won't know what it is until they go in on Friday. And depending upon there, just depends if it's gonna be like a rest thing, if it's gonna be a switch of some kind, or if it's gonna be a surgery. So this is exactly why I got into crochet, is because I had all of these vet bills from this horse. Maybe was not expecting to be encountering vet bills this high. The visit this weekend is basically gonna run anywhere from $3,500 to $4,000, which I don't always have that much money squirreled away. I can say I don't have that much money saved up, and that does not include the Monday vet visit, which is probably another $1,000. And that does not include anything else that has to be done afterwards. So injections, surgery. Surgery last time was 8 or 9,000. So yeah. So if you watch my videos, if you buy a plushie, if you buy my patterns, just know that all of that support is gonna basically go around and go straight back to Sloan to help pay for everything that is currently going on, because as I have experienced before, and as I know, things are never very cut and dry. And even if I get through one period, I know that there's going to be many afterwards where I will have very high expenses for a while. It's just rough, and I already had my breakdown earlier, so that's why I'm kind of chill and zen about this all. I already broke down. Can't say about tomorrow. But it's technically almost 10 o'clock, so I was actually going to do some editing. I did get the editing done for one sponsorship video, so happy about that, because especially when I saw my bill, I was like, girl, I need to get this editing done for this video. So I got that done, but honestly, it's like almost 10 o'clock, and I'm kind of exhausted because I'm basically operating on like half a bagel. Tomorrow the plan is to get most of this dog done, possibly start the other ones, or I might throw in a few small items. You know, of course, because my horse is gone, I don't have to ride, so I do have a little bit more time to, I guess, crochet. I guess that would be the only positive to all of this. I will try and take you guys along a little bit more tomorrow. It has just been, this vlog is not going to be very fun. It's just not been fun for me. So, well, hello everyone. It is July 5th. I did not record yesterday because I ended up being so busy with like 4th of July. Not like, oh my god, I love 4th of July, but like having animals with 4th of July, horses. Not everyone loves fireworks. My one pony, Freya, she is like so chill. I didn't have to drug her, I didn't have to do anything, and I was just like watching her outside because my window directly looks over, and there were like fireworks popping, like you could visibly see them in the sky, and she was just like, did not care.
But I realized that I have not come on here in a little bit, and I also realized that I am heading up to UGA tomorrow to pick up my horse, and then when he comes back I have to meet like the farrier or one farrier out to just like put his shoes back on, because I don't know if we'll have the diagnostic report yet, and my normal farrier is coming out like Monday or Tuesday now, so I just need to have his shoes put back on so he can at least go outside and not go crazy, because I'm not quite confident what's happening. I don't know if he has to be stall rested. I don't really know at this point. But I decided that I'd come on here and show you guys some of the fun things that I have been working on. It's just been a little weird. For whatever reason, my brain keeps telling me the market is 2 weeks away. It's not. It's like a week away. So I keep getting like totally sidetracked. But I do have one custom order that I need to get done by, I believe it's the 14th. Oh, I have one that has to get done by the 21st, and I've got majority of it done, so I'm feeling pretty good since it is the 5th, and I'll show you guys what it's gonna be. So I am working currently on the body. As you can tell, I have the back legs done. I'm to the point in the body where I just need to do the front legs, but I was waiting till the end to start stuffing it because I knew that once I stuffed it, it was gonna be incredibly awkward to crochet, because now I have to kind of come at it this angle, versus before when it was unstuffed I could like fold up the bottom part. So I was waiting until I had to do the front legs, which basically the front legs are like the next step that I have to do. So I don't know if I'm gonna do that today. I'll start working the front legs, or if I'll wait. I actually probably will wait. I'm not in the mood to do this right now, and my eyes are hurting, and because the yarn is so dark I have to wear glasses, but I can't see very well with glasses, so I'll probably wait. But this is gonna be a custom dachshund, I think. It's gonna be baby safe when it's done, but essentially I have finished what I would consider the hard part almost, which is the body. The body in these things just takes so long. The head and ears aren't gonna be too bad, and the tail of course is not gonna be bad at all, and luckily this is a custom of a puppy, but for the most part the pattern, the original one that I am following, is fairly similar to the puppy that I am making this after. I think the only difference is it has less brown on its face, so I'll figure that out as I'm crocheting it. But that's my progress on one of the customs. I am working on another custom right now. So I have the beginning stages of this hippo, and I have to do tail, ears, and then this is also gonna be baby safe, so that's why it doesn't have eyes. The same person ordered two other things. They ordered an elephant, which I have downstairs the beginning stages of, and they also ordered the one giraffe that I've done in the past baby safe. So the same person's buying three. They wanted 3 medium-sized items, so I am doing them at 35 each because it's kind of in my range of 35. This one right here, I definitely should have priced for more. I always make this mistake when I do like these things, but I also know that they're a friend of mine. They used to live, like when I was in a neighborhood, they were my neighbor, so you know, it's whatever. But those big puppy thingies, I really feel like I should be charging a lot more than I am. I'm charging $65, which the amount of just sheer stuffing that goes in these things, because I very slowly stuff it so it keeps its shape really well and isn't like too squishy, falls apart really easy. It's just like the sheer amount of stuffing that I'm probably using in this warrants it to be like more towards 80, but I'm just not comfortable charging that quite now. As for some of the other fun little things I have made, today was a little bit slow. I got, like I said, part of this dog started, I got one other thing completed, and then just kind of randomly working on things. I also did get the body of this penguin done. I think I'm gonna make a purple variation, and I'm gonna make the pink variation and just have one of the color variations, versus I do have like 4 of the grays. Probably whatever, like, one of the colors doesn't sell, I will take him to the store the next day, because my store is going to be opening up Monday. Oh my gosh, I haven't ordered so much stuff. Okay, tomorrow I need to order things because, oh my gosh, my brain is blanking. I can't keep dates and I can't keep time, and in general I'm like really, really bad with timing. But I think because my horse is out and I'm not riding, that used to like force me to look at my phone every day and look at the date and what day of the week it was. But since I'm not riding, I'm like not keeping track of days at all. Like I hardly know what day it is. I know the date, but not day of the week. I think it's Friday. can't say for certain. But I did do that, and then I'll show you guys some more fun things. Two kind of fun things that I guess I'll show you guys, because a lot of what I've been doing has been like small stuff for the markets and just like trying to go through the list and figure out what other small little items I need. But I've also been doing a lot of bigger things, like trying to do these customs, so they're not really for the market. I'm not very good at applying to do tester calls. Like in my heart, I know I should be applying for tester calls, but I'm not. And honestly, recently I've been really slacking on my social media content for Instagram and stuff. So I need to get back in the groove. I just kind of got out of the groove. I posted so many videos this past week and was editing so much that I'm kind of sick of editing right now, so I'm a little behind. But I did apply to be in a tester call and I get selected. So I think this is like my second one I've ever been selected for. Honestly, I'm really bad about applying to them, so maybe if I like applied more, maybe I would get another one, but I'm not good at applying, and I just never know what my schedule is going to be like, so I never feel comfortable like saying I'm going to be able to do it, because I knew that life is going to get crazy. Yesterday I finished up the tester call. I think it was like a day after we've been selected, because I wanted to make certain that I had this done, because I knew I would totally forget about it, knowing me. I have this adorable little giraffe snuggler. I have him tweaking around. I want to get like better at crocheting actual eyes, so I just did it with white. I'm not 100% in love with it, but this is something that I'm definitely going to be trying to focus more on, is getting better at like crocheting eyes and different styles of eyes for babies, because honestly, if I could figure out a style that I really liked, I would probably switch over to doing more of my items in crochet eyes. Granted, there's always a difference between like if you're crocheting an eye, it is more of a time commitment and you have to put more time in, you have to do the eyes, sewing, versus like a safety eye is just popping things in. But I feel like for a larger piece, maybe not my small items, just because they would be a lot harder to sew eyes on, but a larger piece I would probably just start doing crochet eyes, because it doesn't limit me at all to selling a piece. But I did this tester call for this adorable giraffe. It was super easy. It worked up super well. It's about, I think, a little bit bigger than the mini ones from that book. Of course, it's got the long neck for the giraffe, got a little tail. Super cute and super easy. So I made this yesterday afternoon, and I'm happy because this is going to be the third snuggler I have, and I've been saying that I really need to try and make more snugglers just to have the option. I don't really do too many of them, but it's definitely something that I just need to have some variety, because I do get asked about them, but I'm just never good at remembering to make them. So this was the perfect way to make a little snuggler. Today, one of the fun little things I made, I was making the really big dragons that you guys kind of saw before, and they're great. I do have to price them significantly up because they are really long and they are larger items, so not necessarily cheap items. So I've been kind of looking around for a smaller version, and I made this little guy today. I would say I like this size a lot because it is small, and I kind of wanted to find a smaller dragon, but at the same time it requires a lot of sewing. Oh my goodness. I'm not opposed to sewing. I don't mind sewing pieces. My hardest thing is that I always have to factor in that when I do get into a lot more sewing, I do have to think about increasing prices a little bit, but it's really difficult if you have something really small and you're comparing it in size to, say, like a penguin. Well, the penguin's body is like almost a little bit bigger, and this has stuffing, this doesn't have stuffing. So it's hard because I've had people in the past who are like, well, this thing is the same size as this item. Why is it like $20 more? Like, you have to think a little bit like your customer might think. So it's a little bit difficult. I think I am still gonna make like a couple more as options if I have time, but it requires so much sewing. I mean, everything is sewn on. The wings, of course, are sewn on. The feet are sewn on. Head is sewn on. Ears, horns, this little spot. I mean, so it's just a lot of sewing for something this small, but I do think it is very cute with that being said. So I do think that I probably will end up making maybe one or two more just to have. But it's kind of like a snuggler because it doesn't have stuffing in the body, but kind of not. This was one of the other little small things I made. So I think for the plan tonight, I'm actually going to be making another new item. I'm bringing so many new items to this market. Like, I think I'm at 10. That's crazy, y'all. And I can tell you why. It's because I did not take many customs on beginning. I just picked them up recently. And so because I didn't like do a lot of customs in the beginning, I had so much time that I was making so much stuff that I kind of covered some of my base stuff. Like I certainly still need to make some like restocks and everything, and I'm gonna be rushing in the end. But at the same time, I like had so much time. So yeah, I think I'm bringing like, it's gotta be like almost 10 new items to the market, which is great. But I am bringing a sloth. Now, I'm not asked a lot about sloths, but I saw the pattern and my whole concept was I want to start having things hanging from my tent. And if you saw my video a little bit back, I was talking about car hangers. That just did not work for me. I was not impressed. I was not having fun. So I've been trying to find amigurumi that I can hang. And so to me, I was like, oh, a sloth would be perfect. I could hang it from like my tent as a cute way to get attention. I'm working on a sloth, and at least if I get one, I think it will like bring people to the table, hopefully, as like an attraction conversation starter. So that's my plan for tonight. But I did want to come on here and give you guys an update because like I said, the likelihood of me recording tomorrow and doing a lot of crocheting is just so small that I probably won't be on tomorrow, and then I'll probably record Sunday and then record the outro as well. I'm gonna work on this. I'm gonna get hopefully the head done tonight, and then we'll see how tomorrow goes. Everyone, it is editing Carri, and I'm just coming on here because I realized that I did not film an outro for this video. Typical me fashion, and I'm actually holding you guys today. I don't know if you guys like it, but it's chaos for me right now. I've got so much market stuff and store stuff over here, so much. And then way down there is another box of things I've made, and I have so many like boxes. I just got a few really big orders of yarn in. So the boxes are overtaking me. I think I'm one with the box. But these video clips are just from a little bit back. Like I said, I am trying to catch up on editing some of these vlogs. It has just been so crazy, and I would love to hear some recommendations from y'all on what type of videos you would like to see that are not necessarily dependent upon like weekly vlogging. I'm still gonna do it, but you know, life gets in the way. It gets a little bit hectic, and it's just a little crazy for me now with the second store. I believe next week, when I can get the next vlog out, it's actually going to be going into a little bit of the drama that I had to face with a store, and I am happy that that drama happened because it's led to my new store. They're not the same store. I just want to clarify that. That's gonna be like, I believe, next week or next vlog, but I'd love to hear some recommendations of videos that you guys would like to see that are a little bit more of a video that I can sit down and maybe record in one go. So if you guys have specific questions, please feel free to answer them. If you guys want to see specific things, let me know. I would love to record things, and that way I can get back on like a semi-decent schedule. It's just so hard when every video I do is so dependent upon a weekly basis, like with the crochet with me's and then the what like I all crocheted in a week. It's very easy for me to get behind very quickly, so I like to record a little bit more. But that's basically everything I have for you this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, please leave a comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will see you guys in the next video. And I think I've mentioned this before, my next market is going to be August 17th. If you guys happen to be in the area and if you guys want to stop by, feel free, and I'll be posting more and having more details about it probably on my Instagram, since I am doing a lot of market prepping and posting over there right now on a consistent basis, more so than YouTube. But I hope you guys have an amazing rest of the day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!